You've probably heard every cruise tip under the sun. Pack a lanyard, book early, bring sunscreen. But the real secrets? They sound completely insane until you try them. Every seasoned cruiser and crew member has a few odd tricks that make life on board smoother, cheaper, and way more fun. Some of these tips will make you laugh. Some will make you raise an eyebrow. But all of them actually work. And number 19? Let's just say it might change how you cruise forever. Here's the thing about cruise life. It's not about knowing the rules, it's about knowing the loopholes. Take the shower hack, for example. Cruise showers are tiny, but they all have magnets built into the walls. Bring a small magnetic hook, and suddenly you've got a place to hang wet swimsuits, lanyards, or towels without them touching the floor. It looks ridiculous, but every veteran cruiser swears by it. The same goes for magnetic clips. Use them to hang the daily schedule, room key slips, or even snack bags. It's weirdly satisfying turning your cabin into a mini command center. Then there's the power strip trick. Most cabins have only 1 or 2 outlets, so passengers fight for charging space. But the key is to bring a non-surge protected USB hub, the kind allowed on ships. It turns 1 outlet into 4 without breaking safety rules. You'll look like a genius while everyone else is unplugging hairdryers to charge their phones. Here's a tip that sounds silly, but saves you hundreds. Pack a refillable water bottle with a built-in filter. Cruise ships sell bottled water at ridiculous prices, but the drinking fountains and buffet dispensers use filtered water that's perfectly safe. A good reusable bottle with a filter means you'll never pay for water again. And you'll avoid the taste of desalinated ship tap water that catches most first-timers off guard. One of the strangest hacks? Bring duct tape. Not for repairs, for luggage. The adhesive loses strength in humid air, but a small strip on your suitcase handle with your cabin number written in marker helps porters deliver lost bags fast. Crew members have an unspoken code. Luggage with cabin numbers gets priority when misplaced. Weird, right? But it works. Here's another one that makes no sense until you try it. Always bring a highlighter. Every night, the ship slips a printed schedule under your door, listing dozens of events. Most people glance at it, fold it, and forget it. But if you highlight your must-dos, you'll notice something. Crew members start to recognize you at those events. They remember faces. And that familiarity leads to better service, free extras, and insider invitations. It's not superstition. It's psychology at sea. Now, let's get into the ones that sound totally absurd. The kind of hacks that make you question if people are serious until you see them in action. Like bringing dryer sheets. Not for laundry, for odor control. Stick one behind the cabin's air vent, and your entire room smells fresh for days. The air circulates through it, masking that faint metal and salt water smell ships sometimes have. Crew members quietly do this themselves, especially in older vessels where humidity lingers in the walls. It's the unofficial air freshener of the sea. Here's another strange one. Bring a cheap over-the-door shoe organizer, but not for shoes. Hang it inside your bathroom or closet, and it instantly becomes storage for sunscreen, medicines, cables, and random stuff that usually ends up scattered across the counter. Cabins don't have drawers, and space disappears fast. The people with organized cabins always look calm. Everyone else spends the week digging for things they swore they packed. Next up, order multiple appetizers at dinner. It feels awkward the first time, like you're breaking a rule, but it's completely free. The main dining room lets you order as much as you want from the menu. If you want 2 starters, or even 2 entrees, just ask. The waiters won't bat an eye. Some of them even encourage it because it reduces food waste. They'd rather bring you extra portions of something you love than see you leave plates untouched later. You'll feel like a VIP, and you'll never go hungry. This one might raise eyebrows, but it's one of the smartest ways to save. Skip the ship's Wi-Fi for messaging. Most cruise lines now allow free access to their onboard app and emergency texting services. That means you can message friends or family on the same ship without paying for internet. Some even let you use WhatsApp or iMessage in port without activating data. It's not full connectivity, but it's enough to stay connected while everyone else complains about slow speeds and overpriced plans. And here's a tip that feels borderline sneaky, but it's completely legit. If you ever need an extra pillow, blanket, or even a fan, ask your cabin steward early in the cruise. Most guests wait until they're uncomfortable, but the crew keeps limited supplies for those who ask first. They respect polite, proactive passengers. You'll notice your name remembered faster, and your requests handled quicker, just because you treated them like partners, not staff. The best upgrades aren't purchased. They're earned through kindness. Finally, there's the balcony hack. If your neighbor's cigarette smoke or loud music drifts over, don't confront them. Tell your steward. They'll discreetly rearrange housekeeping or report it quietly to guest services. The situation gets fixed fast, and no one ever knows you said anything. The crew calls it the invisible fix. It's one of the oldest unwritten rules on board. Polite passengers always get silent justice. Now we're getting into the cruise hacks that sound absolutely ridiculous. The kind that make first-timers laugh, but old pros swear by them. Let's start with one of the strangest: pack binder clips. Not for paper, for sunlight. Use them to hold your curtains closed, because the ship's ventilation creates tiny drafts that make the curtains flutter open just enough to let in the sunrise at 5 a.m. If you value sleep, those clips are worth their weight in gold. Crew members use them too, especially on long voyages when blackout sleep is the only way to survive rotating shifts. Another weird one: bring a small nightlight or battery candle. Cabins go pitch black when the lights are off, and there's no natural light in interior rooms. You'll thank yourself the first time you try to navigate to the bathroom at 3 a.m. without smacking your shin on the bed frame. Some cruisers even use glow sticks, yes, glow sticks, as temporary nightlights. It sounds childish until you realize they don't wake your partner and last all night. Here's one that always sparks debate. Bring a small magnetic hook and hang your hat or lanyard near the door. Why? Because every cruise veteran knows that losing your cabin key is the fastest way to ruin your day. Hanging it by the door means you'll never misplace it. Some even attach the key card to a retractable badge reel clipped to their waistband, so it's always within reach for tapping. It might look silly, but it saves hours of hassle at guest services. Then there's the famous pool towel hack. You're technically supposed to return ship towels before the end of each day to avoid a charge. But here's what experienced cruisers do. They exchange their towel for a fresh one, right before closing time. That way, you start the next morning with a clean towel ready to go. No waiting in line, no early bird rush. It's not cheating, it's strategy. Now, let's talk about something that sounds strange but works like magic: tipping early. On the first day, slip your cabin steward or favorite bartender a small cash tip, even just $10. You'll see an immediate difference. Crew members remember kindness, and your service for the rest of the cruise will feel like VIP treatment. You're not bribing anyone. You're simply showing respect in a way that breaks the script. Every seasoned traveler knows The first tip matters more than the last one. And here's one you'd never think of. Use clothespins in the bathroom. Hang wet swimsuits from the shower cord or keep towels from slipping off hooks. It's not glamorous, but it keeps your space dry and organized. The small stuff always makes the biggest difference. It's why veteran cruisers travel lighter, smile more, and somehow look like they've figured out a secret the rest of the ship missed. Now for the final set of strange tips, the ones that sound completely made up but are secretly genius. Let's start with the hairdryer trick. Most cruise cabin walls are thin metal, and that built-in dryer in the bathroom? Weak. But here's the hack. Use the cabin's wall outlets and bring your own compact travel hairdryer. It's stronger, faster, and won't trip the breaker if it's cruise approved. Crew members even recommend this for steaming wrinkles out of clothes. Just aim the warm air at a hanging shirt for 30 seconds. Instant press. No iron needed. Here's another odd one that feels almost superstitious. Pack a rubber doorstop. Cabins don't lock from the inside like hotel rooms, and sometimes the motion of the ship can cause the door to swing slightly or rattle. A small wedge keeps it silent while you sleep. Some passengers use it during port days too. A quiet signal to housekeeping that they're still inside and don't want to be disturbed. It's one of those little details that make you feel more at home. Then there's the fan trick. Tiny but powerful. A portable USB fan does more than cool you down. It keeps air circulating in tight cabins, muffles hallway noise, and helps with motion sickness by providing subtle sensory grounding. It's a weird comfort item, but almost every crew cabin has one for a reason. That steady hum at night? It's better than a sleep app. Want another that'll raise eyebrows? Bring Ziploc bags, a handful of different sizes. They're perfect for storing wet clothes, keeping snacks fresh for excursions, or protecting your phone on beach days. Some passengers even use them to smuggle breakfast pastries for later. Is it glamorous? Number. Effective? Every single time. Now let's talk about number 19, the one that really surprises people. Take the stairs instead of the elevators. Obvious, right? But not for the reason you think. Crew members swear by it because elevators are slow, packed, and stop at every deck. The stairs are usually empty, lined with artwork, and connect you faster to everything. It's the hidden highway of the ship, and it's how you stay fit without realizing it. You'll eat more, move more, and still feel great at the end of the week. And finally, the weirdest tip of all, spend one meal completely alone. It sounds sad, but it's not. It's perspective. Eat breakfast on the outer deck, just you and the sea, no phone, no noise. Listen to the water, the creaks of the ship, the distant hum of engines. That's the real cruise. Not the buffets, not the shows. It's that quiet reminder of how small you are and how big the world can feel when you stop long enough to notice. Because in the end, these strange little tricks, from duct tape to dryer sheets, aren't just about comfort or convenience. They're about awareness. They make you pay attention to the small details, the kind that turn a trip into a story. And when you come home, you'll realize the weirdest tip of all is the simplest one. It's not about what you bring, but how you sail. You've been watching Cruise Threads, where the real stories sail below deck. Subscribe, because the next secret is already on the horizon.